Hey guys, welcome back to Jet Fuel and Whiskey, the official podcast of the jet merchants and your unfiltered guide to private aviation. Today, we're diving into the recent updates from NetJets to explore what their rebranded and expanded jet card lineup means for you. So NetJets has been long synonymous with premium service and quality, and their recent changes are set to offer even greater flexibility and cost savings for flyers that can work around their blackout dates. At the heart of the update are two new jet card products, Card 275 and Card 320. Card 275 is designed for flexible flyers who can avoid the peak travel dates. The 275 refers to the number of calendar days you have access to on the jet card. This product is available across a range of aircraft from the nimble Phenom 300 to the more robust Challenger 650 and are priced rather competitively, all things considered. For example, the Phenom 300 light jet under Card 275 comes in at about $8,600 an hour, which includes the 7.5% federal excise tax. Pre-tax, however, you're talking a base rate of $8,000 an hour. This pricing is a welcome return to level seen before the pandemic, making it a fairly attractive option if you're able to plan your trips around the available 275 days. On the flip side, Card 320 offers more access with fewer blackout dates during peak periods. However, it does come in at a premium. That $8,600 an hour on the Phenom 300 would come in at $11,200 an hour. So for those without a calculator nearby, that's about $2,600 difference, or about 30%. The Card 320 is available on models like the Phenom 300, Citation XLS, Citation Sovereign, Citation Latitude, Challenger 350, but unfortunately not the Challenger 650. Both the Card 275 and Card 320 come with a 48-hour call-out requirement, meaning you need to book your flight at least 48 hours in advance, and you must use your hours within 24 months. Now let's compare pricing and a few other models on the Card 275 versus the Card 320. First is the Latitude. This is a 7-seat midsize jet with a range of up to 7 hours. It has a flat floor and a 6-foot cabin height. This airplane comes in offered at $300,000 all-inclusive for the card, and at 25 hours, you're talking $12,000 an hour. On the Card 320, it's a $400,000 purchase, which is equal to $16,000 an hour. The Challenger 350, which is an 8-seat super mid with a range of about 7.5 hours, is offered at $400,000, so at 25 hours, you're talking $16,000 an hour, which I think is a fair deal, especially when you compare it to the Card 320 Challenger 350, which comes in at $500,000 for the purchase price, which is essentially $20,000 an hour or 20% premium. And the last plane in the Card 275 lineup is the Challenger 650. This large cabin jet has seating for up to 11 passengers and about an 8.5 hour range. It has a flat floor and also a 6-foot cabin height. On the Card 275, the Challenger 650 is offered at only $425,000, which comes in at $17,000 an hour. So basically, for $1,000 more, you can lock in guaranteed access 275 days a year on a brand new Challenger 650 with NetJets. Now here's something I thought I'd really never say, but NetJets is offering a damn good deal on their large cabin jets with this Challenger 650 Card 275. And if I had an extra $425,000 lying around, I'd seriously consider calling NetJets right now and saying take my money. But I don't have that money lying around, so I'm not going to be calling them. But let's not forget, they also sell the cross-country card for $275,000, which provides access to the XLS and super mids at $11,000 an hour. This is still a very popular card, especially for those that are flying coast to coast, and they have some occasional short trips where the XLS comes into play. In addition to these jet cards, NetJets also continues to offer its 25-hour leases, now branded as Share 355L. These leases target flyers who need less than 50 hours a year and come with only 10 blackout dates and 80 peak days. Some of those peak days do incur surcharges, but others don't. Personally, I think this is a reasonable trade-off as this program offers more flexibility and access while it still protects the interest of their share owners. With any fractional program, that's always going to be the number one priority. Another major update is the removal of the daily minimums on certain aircraft, including the Latitude, the Praetor 500, and the Ascent. So traditionally across most programs, you're charged a minimum flight leg or daily flight minimum. But with these models, you only pay for the actual flight time plus taxi time, which makes short haul trips more economical and attractive. So for example, this is an awesome benefit if you're flying New York City to Nantucket. It's about a 45-minute flight. So if you're flying on a Card 275 Latitude, you're paying around $10,800 for that flight. You take 7 people, that's $1,500 a person. So look, NetJets' rebranding and expansion of their jet card offerings signals a major shift in the private aviation market. For those who can be flexible with their schedules, the Card 275 provides a viable opportunity to fly NetJets at lower hourly rates. But if you need access during the holidays, you'll need a backup option such as on-demand charter. For those who need more guarantees during peak days, Card 320 offers more access, but it does come at a premium. It's a simple trade-off. But I like how they're giving customers the options with these two new Jet Card programs. And with the added benefits of shared 355L leases and the elimination of the daily minimums on select aircraft, NetJets is clearly evolving to meet the diverse needs of today's private flyers. So if you're a business or just an individual that's considered a NetJets card in the past, but never felt they really had a good option for you, or just that it was too expensive, because it is expensive. But I think this might be time for you to reconsider. Because let's be real, NetJets doesn't have to get aggressive on pricing. They're NetJets. They've added 70 planes this last year. They broke ground on a brand new facility in Vail, Colorado, and they have no signs of slowing down. But at the same time, people that fly private, they're not slowing down either. So I have to give NetJets some credit for making these changes and saying to the industry, we want more market share, we're going to continue making investments in the business, and we're willing to make our programs more competitive to attract new customers that want to be part of the NetJets family. So if you're considering NetJets or researching some of the 80 different Jet Card programs out there and reaching a level of analysis paralysis, I encourage you to visit our website and schedule a no obligation call to learn more about our Jet Card advisory services. We match you with the best Jet Card programs for your travel while maximizing all possible incentives and eliminating all the hassle of doing this on your own. The service basically pays for itself. So thank you for joining me on this episode of Jet Fuel and Whiskey, your unfiltered guide to private aviation. And if you like this show, please be sure to hit the subscribe button because we got a lot more content coming out and it's only going to get better and better. My name is Louis Garcia and I founded the Jet Merchants because I believe that every private flyer should have an advocate, not just a vendor. Cheers.